create a JSON data source and base view in the Design Studio. We will need the Denodo training data sources up and running, and an installation of the Denodo platform with access to those data sources. Please ensure both the Virtual Dataport server and the Web Design Studio are started. In case you're using a local installation, you can launch them from the Denodo Control Center. Once the Denodo servers are running, connect to the Web Design Studio as usual with your own credentials. Or you could use the default administrator user credentials, which is admin and admin for connecting to the Web Design Studio. Create a JSON data source called DS Sales. And in the data route section, choose HTTP client for configuring the HTTP URL. Now for the service to work, it needs to specify some headers in the request to specify that the content type is JSON. Here, set the required HTTP headers. Finally, choose the authenticator type as basic, and provide the admin credentials as specified in the lab description. That's all. Save the data source, and now you could create two base views playing with the JSON tuple root. For the first base view, let's choose the JSON root level as tuple root. This is the default value, so just click on the Create Base View. Rename the view as Base View Sales All Array. And move it to the to-baseview folder. Open it to see the view schema. As you can see, the return schema is an array of products. Let's execute it to see its values. Why does our view have this schema? Let us see the JSON output of the web service using an external client. Let us use the same URL which we had used in our JSON data source configuration. We have already added the headers as shown in the screen. Also, we have set up basic authentication for this web service and provided the corresponding username and password as seen in the Authorization tab. Let us run this and check the result. As we can see, the results are the same as what we had received in the Design Studio. This is how the original data looks, which is converted as an array in the Design Studio. Checking that raw JSON, maybe you can think that the important information is inside the sales register. Let's try to return that information, modifying the JSON root. To retrieve data at a specific level, in our case sales, create another base view unchecking the JSON root option. Now we have to provide the exact path of our data. As you can see in the raw JSON, it is under sales data and then sales. So let's write that. Rename the view as BV Sales All. And move it to the to-baseview folder. Open it to see the view schema. Note that now we don't have any array or register in the schema. Finally, execute the view to see the result.